Hello all, good day, it's Tease. I hope all is well. Hope all are safe. Yeah, excuse the background. I was planning on staying under the bed today, but yeah, I guess I will stay under the bed. But anyway, I wanted to say, and this will be my last comment on the transgender war, because this is getting old. But before I get into that, you know the Michael Jackson song, "The Smooth Criminal." Um, Now, ever since I was younger, since I don't know, since before I can remember, and I'm sure the song is well over 30 years. But the whole time I thought he was asking Eddie if he was okay. You know, like, Eddie, are you okay? But it's Annie, are you? So I didn't. I'm just now realizing after 34 years that he was saying, "Hey Annie, are you okay?" Because I witnessed you getting murdered through the window, and your blood is everywhere, and I'm sure you're unresponsive. But yet I'm gonna ask you if you're okay. So I'm thought maybe, okay, he's asking, "Hey Eddie, are you okay?" No, it's Annie. Is she okay? And clearly she's not, because he witnessed her murder. But I thought I'd put that out there, because maybe someone else thought he was saying Eddie instead of Annie. And I never looked at the lyrics until someone mentioned it was like more like Annie. Yeah, I'm okay like Annie. And I'm thinking like, who the F is Annie? And cause like I say, if this whole time I thought he was saying, "Eddie, are you okay?" And he was really asking Annie, "Are you okay?" After witnessing her murder. But I thought I'd put that out there. But again, my last comment on the transgender war, as far as the man versus woman war. Another thing too, now as far as with women, you'll get women feel like, well, dang, I did everything. I thought I'm doing everything for this man to keep him around or to keep him satisfied. And just here's some words of advice. I don't necessarily want to say based off experience, but just based, I guess I could say based off experience, because I don't necessarily have to go through this, but it's something where you can see or you can put two and two together. If a man is so undecisive on what he wants, like, okay, he has two girlfriends, a wife, a nanny, and maybe a side piece, and for some reason he's just not satisfied out of any of those damn women. And you'll think like, okay, well, dang, well, maybe he's just still looking for something. And I'm thinking, let me tell you what he's looking for. And I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to be messy or exaggerate or instigate the gender wars y'all have going on. But pretty much a man that's not satisfied with his plethora of women, it's because he's actually interested in Chuck. So what I'm saying is, it can be a million women everywhere. Like I say, you got your rappers, you got your, what is it? Hell, even the kings. You get some of these kings too. Now you can have anybody in the world, and here you are. You got your plethora of women, and the women are just like, okay, you just come and go. Okay, I'll just sleep with you, and you're out of here. But it's something about when that man come through, all of that searching and confusion flies out the window. Like, okay, now he's decisive, and like I say, he probably can't fully come out and say, "Hey, I want to be with Chuck," or "I want to be with you and Chuck," because it's still kind of frowned upon. But a lot of times, that's what these men are looking for. That's like, they can only do so much with these women, but it's something about a dude will take you over the edge. And like I say, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to instigate the gender war, but most of the time that's what it is. Because like I say, he could be confused about you, and her. You got all these women, and you don't know who the hell you want to be with. And I only say that again too, because you got that same, again, it's the same man who's a part of he's part of the gender war on his side. So you got your two wives or your two make-believe wives, because you're supposed to be a polygynist, but now you leave your two wives, now you're back single. So that means, do you want more women, or are you just waiting to stop the search with Bob? Do you want Chuck? You know what I mean? Because my thing, if you got a plethora of women, how are you not satisfied with a plethora of women? Ain't none of these women tickling your fancy? But the second that one nigga with titties come through, the second he come through, then and now that yank has been fulfilled. You know, now the search, I bet you the confusion and the searching and the swapping will end. I bet you that. Once was it the nigga? Once the nigga with titties come around, I bet you he'll change his mind then. And like you say, you'll be decisive then. And that's nothing too. With these men that's playing, going in through the back door instead of the front door, they literally only have maybe 1 or 2 boyfriends, but notice that they'll have 5 or 6 wives. Like I said, you're not satisfied with the women, but bet you Jamal will satisfy him. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there because it's just becoming clear to me. And like I say, my eyes are open. I'm very alert. Like I said, I don't care how. I mean, I was brainwashed back in the day, but I was like, even through my brainwashing, I could still zoom in on stuff. Like, hey, something's not right here, you know. I could be out of my mind or demon possessed, and I'm gonna still be alert enough to know that, hey, something's not right here, you know. But anyway, I'm just only saying that because, like I said, if a man is not satisfied or hasn't reached a conclusion on what he wants out of a woman, that means he just really wants a man, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? If you a Doodoo Dragon, just say that. You're a Dookie boy, say that. If you're messy, say that. You know what I mean? And like I say, I'm not saying put people in your business and don't let the world know you're a tambourine player. But again, don't have 6, 7, 8 wives knowing good and damn well you're not interested in women. Go get Chuck. Go get it. Go follow your dreams. Go get your man. But anyway, yeah, I thought I'd put that out there because I just thought it was just really interesting how the guy do all this polygynous talk, but I'm like, oh, okay, get yourself a woman or 2 or 3, and then here you are now. You kicked your women and children to the curb so you can be singles. Are you picking up more women, or are you just giving yourself space to test the waters over here in the doodoo department? But whatever. Like I said, I just thought I'd put that bug in your ear too. Like I said, if the man's not satisfied with you, I bet you he'll be satisfied with Keith when he come around. You know, cause like I say, really that's what they're looking for. Like I say, cause the second they get the tickling around the chili hole, then it's a whole nother story. You know, it seems like the searching and the confusion ends after that. Have you noticed that? Once they get to playing with men, and then now they know what they want. Now then they'll leave your ass to go be with him, be with this dude in high heels. But anyway, like I said, I guess that's what makes it more exciting. You can't, don't do so much with a woman. Women get boring after a while. You know, some of those Keith can keep things pretty interesting. Damn, hell, get more. Yeah, like I say, just don't try to hold on. Don't try to hold on to something that's not there. Like I said, you can't compete, ladies. You cannot compete. This is just to me to inform you. If he doesn't, because you can't compete. You can't compete. There's something that man has that you don't. So that's just to inform you, not for you to compete. That's just information. Okay, but anyway, I thought I'd put that out there. Yeah, and just to put the bug in there, and just to put, because they're not going to be honest with you, and that's another thing too. I have to be careful with men, because like I say, there's another. Well, I guess he's not the only man, but there's a few men too. They've been in prison for over 10 years, and being in prison for over 10 years as a man is kind of like. And I wouldn't really wouldn't know because I'm not there, but it's like you can't tell me that your front or back has not been compromised while you've been locked up for 10 plus years, let alone 10, 20, 30 years, and it's like you just really kept to yourself all that time, like nobody tickled you, you didn't tickle anyone, so it's kind of like you don't know, and that's not something that they're going to say. They're not going to say, well, yeah, only once. No, they're not going to tell you that. Because like I said, that's something that they want to keep to themselves, and maybe behind closed doors they might tell you, but in that time they're not going to be forthcoming with that. So that's what I'm saying. So you got to read between the lines. So like, he's not satisfied with you. But I bet you, second Keith come around, he's going to find some satisfaction. Keith is going to be a little bit more interesting than you are, okay? Because women are obviously boring to men. Like, they just, you can have a plethora of women and you're still not satisfied. But I bet you there's a plethora of men. But anyway.